Well, a very good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to a brand new live stream today. Um, and well, today we are here at the Bahrain International Circuit for the third and final test of 2026 for Formula Block before we get ourselves all ready for the first race of the season, which is just under 2 weeks away, which is very, very exciting. Which we've been testing and practicing, and all the drivers are just getting prepared for that very first race in just under 2 weeks' time. And before we get the session underway, I've got some very exciting news that I will be your commentator for this year. I'm still the owner of a Jaguar, but I'm just deciding to take a break from racing this year and commentate until we find a full-time commentator. So most likely next year I'll be back on the grid, but for this year I'll be on the sidelines commentating. So you guys get to hear my voice this year. You know, me and Max taking in turns. Anyways, enough of me yapping. Let's see the drivers. So we've got the Elixir Motorsport and the ETS McQueen Racing there, waiting at the end of the pit lane, waiting for the session to start. So yeah, as we'll do a pit lane walk, as I would say, so to have a closer look up at all the cars while we wait for the session to start. So it was here is the Elixir Motorsport car, one of the fan favourites, I presume. So that you got like the nice purple and white shades. You've got the FM logo on the side there, and then obviously we've got a nice side pod design. Oh, without, huh? Oh, Elixir Motorsport. Sorry. And there's green flag, so off he goes, and there goes Jack. So we are going to ride on board to start off the session with. Let's ride on board with the South African rookie, who is confident he can do some good racing. And my soundmate's just here, so let me take a bite. As Jack goes a little bit wide at turn 4, Max is stopping to let him through. And there he goes. Right on board with Max as well. The one-time world champion, 2024 world champion, chasing for his second this year. It's going to be an interesting battle, hopefully, between him and Hayden, and potentially George as well. But yeah, George has had practice in these cars. Not like Hayden, he hasn't stepped foot in these new cars yet, so be a challenge for him to get to grips with the car. As Jack is just chilling, letting him max through. And yeah, so this season's going to be hopefully good. Jack goes a little bit wide in the gravel. But it's alright. It's an outlet. Let's ride on board with Max, as he's going to start his flying lap. Never mind, he's going into the pit lane. Is Jack going to start a flying lap? Yes, he is. So you can see all the data information, the throttle percentage, the speed, and the steering angle on the bottom there. Not the particular racing line you'd want to be taking into turn 1, but it's alright. He's got around the corner. Alright. As he heads up the hill now towards turn 4, you'd want to stay over to the left-hand side for the corner, and then on the brakes, and then hug that inside apex. And as we go down the twisty section, the S section, hugging the right hand curb to the inside curb, and then braking on the left hand side, and going deep and going off. And then round here, he wants to stay on the outside, brake, so then he can hug the inside line coming into the corner. And then he can blast it down the back straight. We're going to ride on board in cockpit cam for the rest of this lap, which is going to be quite interesting. What's Max doing? Oh, he's just done a practice start we've just missed. But it's okay, practice starts from the pit lane ain't that interesting. Yeah. So Jack now comes along down into the final corner, as he's going to set the benchmark for everyone to set. As he's going to come across the line, and what will his time be? Crosses the line, and he'll set a 1:39.429 for the other drivers to beat. Of Max and George when he's been back from having his dinner. Let's ride on board with Max then. Sorry, he's a nice calm driver. If things don't particularly go the way he wants, it'll fine. As all drivers get angry and upset if something doesn't go the particular way they want to. But Max is one of those drivers who will just not have a massive crash out and just get on with it. He'll put his head down, he'll get on with it, and most of the time it comes out with a good result. And obviously he's probably one of the fastest drivers on the grid. And go what? Gyro. As he now comes down the main straight. And he sits a 2:54, but I suspect that was an outlap, not a flying. And I must say, the track on this track is way tighter than the real circuit. Most drivers are like Max and Adam, who are, well, me, Max, but on the F1 game. This track is completely different to the F1 game, so obviously you think certain lines are there when they're not there. So, anyways, he messes up a little bit of that corner there, but should be all good as he now heads down into the hard braking zone of turn 10. Mastered. No, I jinxed it there. Commentator's curse. And it heads down into turn 11. Nice flat out. Well, after the corner, you want to flat out around these corners. Over the curbs a little bit there. Try not to do that too much, because it can break your parts of your body here. And here you want to try and stay on the tarmac. You don't want to go there, touch that sand. If you touch that sand, you are cooked. Your car will just want to spin. As we can now come down around the final corner, blasting down the main straight. Where is he going to place his Alexa Motorsport car? Is it going to go faster than Jack? Yes, he will. By a lot quicker. By 1:33.446. Jack is off the pace massively here, but as we say, it's only pre-season testing, so it's not all about lap times. It's about learning the car. But see, as this is the final testing session before we will get ready for the first race, drivers might want to simulate trying to do their like quali runs and stuff, and working out exactly where their performance are. So this session, people would actually would like to see the true performance. People might not want to sandbag as much, which obviously is either two things with McQueen Racing: they're actually off the pace, or they're sandbagging a lot. And then the first test we had, Elixir Motorsport, were definitely sandbagging. But you can definitely tell now they're not. Max gets on the yellow stuff, but he just manages to keep it under control. Comes from the final corner, and where's he going to place his car? Across the line, and it is improvements. Anyway, let's ride on board with Speedy Dev, aka Jack, and see how he's getting on. We talked a lot about Max, so now let's talk about Jack. His history about Jack. He joined in a few races last year. But obviously not enough to count himself as not a rookie anymore. So he comes into this year as still classified as a rookie. This is his first proper preseason test. Debris at turn 9 says the radio of Max. Max reports debris at turn 9, but there's no damage to his car. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's why Jack smashed his front wing off. Didn't tell us about that, Jack, did you? Jack's got no front wing. No wonder he's so off the pace. Wow. And George is in the game. We're going to get a nice shot of Max going past down the main straight.
What a lap. What a bloody lap.
What a lap indeed. As Max sets a 1:28.963. That is almost, if my maths is correct, 2 seconds quicker. 2-3 seconds quicker, if my maths is correct. Don't judge me on that. My maths is terrible, as we all know. As we all know by that. So we're looking into the distance, and we can see that the ETS McQueen Racing still going for laps with no front wing. I'd advise him to get that replaced, as he goes very, very wide at turn 1 there. Very, very wide. And also, guys, at the end of the session, I believe, we might have a practice start on the grid. Don't judge me, that may be wrong, but we might do. Someone add George to the call, please.
He's here.
Is he on the call? Oh, I didn't. I thought he left the call.
Hello.
Sorry. There's George in the pit lane in the Alexa Motorsport car. I don't know what he's doing. If we're gonna have a look time to inspect his car or not, or is he doing a practice start? I have no idea what he's doing. But on the camera, Max has reported check the wing. Let's see what's happened with Max. And yes, he's whole. Sorry.
I've had a crash.
And Jack's had a crash! And both his front suspensions is off. And that'll surely be a red flag. Yes, it is indeed. And George, as he just enters the track, will have to come back round at a slow pace. Unlucky, George. Unlucky. As Max goes down the main straight as well. So he will have to do a lap at a slow pace. Wow. Interesting things going on here.
Don't reset, not reset. And George, we might as well cut corners to get to that.
Yeah, you're allowed to cut corners to get to the thingy. And Jack just smashes his front wing in the pit lane, which was caught on camera.
You didn't see that?
I did see that. I think we all saw that, Jack. So, we were all just like chilling, waiting for the session to restart. and obviously this is the very final test of 2026. Well, public test, anyways. So this will be the last one, which will be broadcast. There probably will be like maybe like rule the grid things that I'll get the drivers to do and stuff episodes coming in between that. But this will be the final on track action before the main event next weekend, which everyone is all hyped for. I know I am, and I know the drivers are. And what a shot there of the two Elixir Motorsport drivers coming into the pit lane. And they are hoping to win the both drivers and constructors this year, as George and Max probably the strongest lineup on the grid this year. As obviously, Roberts Racing is Hayden and Toby, I think.
Yeah,
Toby, and then in Jaguar it was me and Harvey, but this year it's just gonna be Harvey. So it's up to Harvey for bringing us points this year. Come on, Harvey, don't be lazy. Whoa! And which one that Alex Motorsport who just crashed like that?
Remind me, I kind of just inverted my controls back then.
And then in ETS McQueen Racing we have Maisie and Jack, which Jack definitely seems stronger, and Jack will definitely be a good team leader against Maisie because she's, let's say, not that good as Jack.
George, where did you tell the mechanic to put your car?
Why the hell is the car upside down?
I can't spawn it on the left side, so I have to spawn it outside and put it back in.
Yep, and then obviously in Alexa Motorsport we have Max Roberts and George Oxford, which is the strongest lineup on the grid. And then is there any other teams that I'm forgetting? Oh yes, Porsche GP, which has got Isaac Cheetah only because he's fired his teammate. Which has not been announced yet. He literally just told me this as soon as he got back from school. So if you're watching on stream, well, you know now. It will be announced later on this evening. And is there any teams that I've missed? Do let me know if I have. Oh yeah, Hyundai. Hyundai obviously with Oliver Stefancic in. I believe from that's all it is. There's the ETS McQueen Racing coming out on track, as he's going to be looking to get some laps in. He's going to come to the end of the pit lane to get some laps in under his belt. I think we've got a slightly shorter practice session, testing session here today. Normally it's an hour, but I believe it's only like 45 minutes or something from what I saw today. So we've got less time for the drivers to prepare. Who's just doing?
Guys, timing board got resets. Completely my fault there.
Yep. So who's this at the end of the pit lane?
You can see on the right side of the pit lane, like to the right of me, there's times on the screen right there, like a little leaderboard. I know, yeah.
And there's Elixir Motorsport, two Elixir Motorsports. That'd be a perfect shot for them. I noticed that before. Hopefully that screenshot will look good. We'll look at that in a minute. And there's the other one. Off it goes. And off they go. And let's have a look at that screenshot then. Ah, perfect. If you're seeing that on stream, Elixir Motorsport drivers, let me know what you think of that. Wow. So let's.
I can't steer the car. Can someone check that out, please?
Max saying on the radio, and Jack goes off into the gravel. No damage. He's gonna have to take that nice and slowly, otherwise the car will want to spin, which it just has. and he's gonna try and slowly back onto the tarmac, and off he goes again. All green flag, clear, and there's a safety car as Max is in the wall. The front wing's off of the car, and Max is in the wall. He was complaining that the steering felt funny, and he's ended up in the wall. Luckily, the suspension hasn't broke, but the front wing's come off. Max, you alright, dude?
Yeah, I just had a steering failure. I think it's back now. I'm going to try and lens back for pit lane.
Yeah, take around so to bits. Obviously, I don't know which driver has the Okay, George. I don't know why you're going full speed under yellows. I know it's green now, but I caught you doing full speed under yellows. No excuse. I don't know which one it was, but I know I can't remember who it was, but obviously Oliver, the AI one of that worked at Jaguar, he is now gone off to. He left the team, and I can't remember if he went to Roberts Racing or Alexa Motorsport. But wherever he's gone, we'll see how he gets on. He won Oliver. He won Oliver in 2024. He won Oliver Yorkshire City Grand Prix, which was Jaguar's first ever win in 2024. And led Harvey to a couple podiums and the spectacular Jaguar 1-2 in the Berlin Grand Prix last year. Which was only a 1-2 because Toby got a penalty, but we all knew he was going to get a penalty when they crossed the line, so we celebrate as a 1-2. But anyway, enough to talk about Jaguar. Jaguar's currently not racing right now. We're on board with the Swedish rookie right now, car number 24, who surprisingly got to Alexa Motorsport on his first year. Which obviously he's a great driver. I've seen his potential, and if he's not champion this year, I truly have the belief in him that he is a future world champion. So yeah, he's definitely a future world champion, and so is Jack. Jack is also a future world champion. But I just don't think.
Everyone's getting a championship.
Yeah, I just don't think Jack is gonna have the chance of championship this year. I mean, I could say that and suddenly things just change, but I think this year it's definitely going to be between Max, George, yeah, and not sure about Hayden, but obviously we can't talk a lot about Hayden because we haven't seen him on track yet. And Jack is just, oh my god, Jack, that was ever so close to the wall there. Ever so close to the wall, and he's getting on the stones a little bit there as he comes into turn 11. Something fishy going on down there with the South African rookie. So we are now on the main straight, and we're just seeing what anything happening on the main straight. Not a lot really, but we are going to try and do something cool. You know those cameras where you get like on the curbs. I'm gonna see if I can place my free cam on the curb and see if we can get a call of them coming into the curb. The curb on the left hand side coming into turn 1. So see, Jack's obviously just completely cut turn 1 there. So if I place myself like, I don't know, quite low, I guess, like that, and we'll see if we'll get any cars run over us. So let's go white on the right on the white line. Oh, and let's not go too low. Okay, go like that, and we'll see if any cars run over us. We've got the Alexa Motorsport coming now. Let's see. Do they run over us? Yes, they do. Did you run over us? What shot that was. Quick and fast. Anyone else coming? Yes, we've got another Elixir Motorsport car coming. Let's get into position. Do they run over us? Yes, they do. Run over us. This is cool. Oh! And the Elixir Motorsport goes very, very wide at turn 2 there. Very, very wide. Just looking into the distance now. And there comes the ETS McQueen Racing. Let's get into position. Do we get run over?
In the wall. Sorry, guys.
And Max
Every
in
time
the
I'm
wall.
on a good flyer.
And oh my gosh, let's check and see which part of the car is properly damaged. Let's have a look.
How many times have you been in the room?
Jack.
Rear wing is completely destroyed. The rear left suspension is completely damaged, and he's facing backwards. Okay, Max, try not to move the car. Place it in a safe space. And he's ignoring his engineer, and he's moving the car. He's doing wheelies. With 12 minutes remaining on possession. They're getting Jack getting in the way there, trying to race him, which causes him to spin out.
What is this idiot doing? Honestly, man.
Why are you trying to race with him? He's spinning.
Why are you driving with three wheels?
What are you impeding?
It's red
Look
flag.
at that. Look at that. You let me pass, only to pass me again and send me spinning into a wall.
Jack.
I'm gonna walk back to the pit then, just waste your time.
No, I need precious time as well. I've only gotten one good flyer.
Okay. I'm joking, I reset. W Jack. Yeah, just so you know, guys, vertical safety car means you can line up at the end of a pit lane.
Yep.
And that's only a yellow flag, it doesn't mean like with an actual vertical safety car.
Yep. So you've got the ETS McQueen Racing, car number 95 at the front, who's just left. We've then got car number 13, who's just binned it in the wall, coming out of the pit lane. Quite embarrassing on camera there. George of car number 24 there is deciding, should I go or should I stay? Which one should I do? And he's rolling forwards. He still hasn't made his mind up yet. And he's gonna choose. Oh, and there's car number 13 of Max
Oh, I
Roberts.
guess I'm going then.
Yep, off he goes. As George goes into the distance of turn 1. And then we'll turn around to see Max, who has already left the pit lane.
Oh no.
Not giving much leeway room for his teammate. So we're now going to get in a position of one of my favourite camera positions, which is the main street grandstand position, which is a nice shot because you get to see the cars come down the final corner, down the main straight, turn 1, turn 2, up the hill, and you also get to see them come down into turn 10, and you get to see them go down the back straight, and you get to see them at turn 11. So it's quite a good spot.
Also, Adam, can you having, field pressure.
Yep. There's Jack coming down the main straight now and into turn 1. Which obviously means we're going to be expecting George soon coming down.
No, I let Max through.
He's let Max through, so they'll be a little way behind. You can see they're just Jack going up the hill. And obviously won't see him now because the sandbank's in the way, but we'll see him when he comes a wrap round towards turn 10 and 11. And we can also see the back straight as well before the straight coming into the final corner as well. Here you go, see Elix Motorsport coming down. And there's the other Elixir Motorsport of George, I believe that is. Brilliant stuff. Must say, all liveries look nice. And there's the Lightning McQueen of McQueen Racing of Jack, who hits the humps the curb, and then heads up towards turn 4. We won't see him anymore now because of the sandbanks, but the amount of times he humped and bumped the curb there. Anyone who is thinking of watching our races, I recommend standing here in this grandstand because you get a good view of all the cars, and you'd also get to see the race start from the grandstand as well, which hopefully there'll be a few to do today. We'll get to have different. Oh my God, who was that coming into turn 1? He just completely ripped the front wing off at the curb at turn 1.
Bloody invisible barrier.
And there's debris on the track for Elixir coming into 1 now, who boshes it out the way. And surprised he didn't get a puncture from that. Here comes ETS McQueen Racing. As he comes into turn 1. And oh my God, that was quite a good turn on there, Jack. Well done. As he goes up the hill now towards turn 4. Can't see no more of him.
Oh, I've had a crash.
Jack has had a crash, and how the hell's he done that? Let's have a look on board with Speedy Dev. His front wing has come off at turn 8, by the looks of things. And his front nose is completely ripped off. With only 5 minutes to go of the session, it's a good job your suspension didn't break. Otherwise, you would have, otherwise the session would not have restarted.
Did George go off there?
No,
Debris
the
at
curb
turn
just clipped
14.
my wing and hung onto it. I hate that cut. It just kept my ring on it like glue. It just ripped off.
So we're going to ride on board with George for the last bit as he comes out on his outlap. As he comes out of the pit lane, cuts across the pit line when doing so. Alright, let's move to Max, who is going way faster than all of the two of them. Which, looking at the lap times, and if Max has just spun it at turn 10, and he's clipped the wall,
I've got a puncture. What the hell?
and Max
Puncture.
is rear
God's
is
sake.
destroyed, there will be a red flag.
For God's sake. Honestly.
Will be a red flag, and I presume because we've got less than 5 minutes left of the session, we will not get a restart. The session will not restart.
Got my semi.
Max getting roasted as his teammates comes past and says, "You can't park there, sir."
Who went off there, for God's sake? Ruined my session. Well done.
And the session will probably not restart as. And who's that speeding under red flags? That's Jack.
How close do you need to get? Honestly, red flags, mate. Slow the hell down.
Red flag is actually the definition of slow down. That's why it's in traffic.
We might need to start handing out some penalty points, like I got penalty points for pre-season testing last year.
Okay, Jack.
Remember, 12 penalty points equals a race ban. So we don't want to be getting one of them. So we've got 3 cars, and we're going to go into the pit lane, which Jack just cuts across in front of there.
What the hell is this guy doing? Speeding the pit lane to a whole nother bloody level.
And
Christ, 50 miles an hour limit.
cuts across in front of Max.
You know what speed limit it is?
That's 80 kilometers.
Cuts across in front of Max and nearly wiping him out.
You're telling me to calm down. You ruined my practice with your crash and not resetting your car. Then you also almost binned it into me. In the pit.
You ruined mine because you spun out.
Okay, let's not have an argument, please. No arguments on stream.
Jack, remember last time? Like last practice,
We
you got,
were.
like, 6 red flags.
I will review it
Yeah, I know,
after
but
the
I'm not
session. I will review it after the session.
Okay.
Okay, so drivers, line up at the end of the pit lane, and in a second I'll give you the instruction to go around, do a lap, and line up on the grid.
Okay, Jack, what was that really?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Jack, I advise you to reset your car, because A, you've got no front wing, and B, why are you pushing Max?
He's pushing me.
He's pushing me as well.
I will be definitely reviewing all this.
Let's go.
Okay, Jack, respawn your car, please, and line up behind George.
Adam.
Yeah?
I found a bunch of F1 managers downboard.
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay.
What is it? Jack.
Okay, right. You can do a clean
Clean.
lap to the grid. Off you go.
What are the positions?
Um,
Jack, stop bumming me.
revert.
We're in no overtaking.
Yeah, So no overtake.
Jack, no overtaking. There's an invisible wall there. I advise you don't bump into that.
Jack, no overtaking. Give the position
I'm not.
back.
He's already overtaken me and almost put
Give
him
the
on the ground.
position back. Mate, give the
Jack,
position
give me
back.
the position back. Good boy. Okay, no. Okay.
Penalty. What the hell is that?
If that happens during the race, no, we're restarting the race if that happens during the race.
Holy
Oh, yeah,
keen. But no, Jack, seriously, what was that?
Yeah, my bad. Oh, come on. It's just testing me, bro. We're having fun.
Okay, give the position back to him. If you crash into anyone else again, it is going to be a penalty.
Penalty points.
Now give the position back to George. We're going to slow down for him.
Give me my position back.
Okay, yeah, give the position back now.
Hello? Let me in here. Parallel parking. Please.
There you go.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Parallel parking.
Jack.
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 Oh, no.
Oh,
Jack.
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 Oh, come on, I didn't mean to do that one.
You didn't mean to, don't mean it didn't happen.
George,
I had to reset my car twice.
George, you can file a penalty all you
I
want.
file a penalty.
Oh, bro.
Quali ban for the race.
No, I'm not going to
He's
give
gonna
anyone
destroy everyone's
penalties
qualifying.
yet. It would mostly be penalty points.
Give him 2. At least 2. No, like 5 because of what he did like yesterday and the day before as well.
Just if you have
Back
you
on.
got any recording or any footage?
Your live stream.
Jack.
Yep.
No overtaking, Jack.
Okay, it will all be reviewed when we finished.
This ain't a highway. Let me back in. Parallel parking. I had to reset my car 3 times during the formation lap.
Jack, no going alongside.
3 times.
Right,
during the
all
formation
drivers
lap.
stay one behind the other, no overtaking.
Remember, we need to leave gaps in the grid.
Yeah, because
So
of this is.
George will be parking in P3, Jack will be parking in P5.
Okay, so Max.
Jack,
Yeah, we're leaving a
Jack,
gap.
behind me. No, George, you're on the right of me.
On the right. That's not P3. That's
Yeah.
P4.
Okay. Yeah, you're moving. Wait, yeah, you're there. Now, Jack, you're there. Stop, Jack.
Wait, where am I going?
Jack, I told you to stop. George, you're going to one on my right. No, Jack, back to the one you were just in.
I'm just being here.
We're leaving gaps in the grid.
We're not racing. We're not racing.
It's just a
Why
practice.
am I here?
It's just a practice start. This is.
It's
We're
like
doing.
a formation lap.
Yeah, it's formation.
We're just driving and then going into pits.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Here we go. For the practice start. Here under the lights in Bahrain, and 500 lights are on, and we go racing in Bahrain, and Max does not move off the track very fast. George will now take the lead into turn 1, followed by Max, and Jack is getting all sniffy at the rear of Max, and into turn 1 we go. George will lead us into turn 1, and Jack completely wipes Max out there, coming into the first turn.
If that happens during the race, I'm actually gonna crash out and like we're gonna start the race.
As George then leads the pack then from Max and from Jack, and oh my god, Max has just smashed his front wing off coming down the S's there.
I should have stopped it. I'm not doing this, bro.
What are you doing?
Oh my god!
Okay, no, I'm filing a penalty for that. Honestly, what the hell is that?
Who left?
Bro, quit.
Yeah, okay, that's
It's just practice, bro. It's just practice race.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm filing a penalty for Jack. What the hell was that?
He's doing it to me as well. And then whenever I do it to him when we're doing a little private session, just like trying to learn the corners, he's like, oh, you're so weird, mate. You're so weird. And then he's done it to me about 50 times in like 2 minutes. I don't know what he's on about.
Actual start lineup.
Yep. I will have. Oh, and Jack. Oh no, what's that on? Jack's on a new car.
Have a word with him. You're his team boss. Have a word with him.
I will have a word with him, and I will review the.
Make Maisie the lead driver.
I
Make
would,
the mobile player the lead driver.
but Jack's got way more experience than Maisie. That's why Jack is team
Doesn't
leader.
matter. Just make her the lead driver.
Yeah.
Well, I will
George,
review
you know,
that.
just Jack a second.
Hey,
Just Jack a second. You know?
break check in. I can still go. I still go.
Because Jack's in the game, I feel like he's parked somewhere to absolutely Taliban you when you come round in the
I'm
practice.
gonna Taliban him. I've got 3 wheels and a dream.
Okay, line up on the grid. George.
Let's race in F2 1998. Ooh, perfect lining up.
No.
Okay. I literally just got a good lineup.
That was caught on camera as well, Max.
Oh my god. What is my car doing?
Wrong car, sir. Your character just got flung towards the camera. I'm up here, George. I'm up here.
Say hi to the fans. Hello, George.
should make a baby together.
Oh,
Hold up. There you go. We're making a baby, manifesting it. We've made a baby. It's the 2020 D2. We made a baby, guys.
I'll see that water.
Speedy dev, bro. I got one good flyer and got 4 seconds ahead of him. I think that's a bit concerning. I'll go in the black livery just so you can tell who's who.
George, you can go P2 spot.
just be careful, because I feel like Jack is on the grid somewhere about to Taliban you, so just be
Oh,
careful.
I'm gonna Taliban him.
Here we go then. 5 red lights here in Bahrain.
Oh shit.
And the lights go out, and we go racing in Bahrain. It's a good
Wait,
start for
abort,
Max
abort,
as George jump starts and anti-stalls his
abort.
car on the grid, and that is an abort start.
I pressed on the WhatsApp tab to see who texted me, and I tried to move my thing, but then it just didn't work, so I just kept on smashing buttons, and then I just did it.
It was Jack.
Yeah, Jack did it. Yeah, exactly. Jack made me jump start.
And we go 3, 4, 5 red lights in Bahrain, and the lights go out. And we go racing in 2026, and it's a good start there for Max. George is getting hungry behind. Into turn 1 we go now. Max weaving across the track. More than one defensive move. George might be angry with that one. And into turn 1 we go. We have Max, who is leading George by a comfortable gap here. Max now heads up the hill towards turn 4. Jack's car is in the middle of the track as she come down into turn 9. Just saw it on the thing.
Wait, Max, back out. I want to do something. Back out. I want to do something. Carry the speed. I don't care about no front wing. Oh, okay.
Look at Jack's car.
Oh, okay. Wait, give me a sec. Okay, you do it then. Coming in for round 2. Here we go. Bang!
What are you doing, George?
I'm cursing his car so the halo gets removed and he kills him.
Try and flip him over.
Okay, I think the practice session's over. I think we should do something else.
No. It's not over till he's dead.
I know exactly how to kill someone.
Can we not talk about that on stream? You're gonna get me cancelled.
Huh?
Let's not talk about that on stream, killing people.
Wibbly wobbly, your head is now off your property.
Oh, he died.
He died. Wait, respawn, where is he?
Anyway, guys, that was the third and final practice session of 2026. The first day was major successful. Second day, Jack, at the end, it always seems Jack starts to mess about at the end, which is annoying. But that will be under review, and he probably will not leave these practice sessions without at least 1 penalty point.
At least
But in the real race, there would be severe consequences for that, because that is just absolute dirty driving. And it was an accident about it. He's deliberately crashing into people. Yes, it's just a practice. However, this is official pre-season testing. It's not just It's not just.
destroyed millions of pounds of car.
It's not just on here for a laugh. It's an actual official proper serious session. So anyway, before we leave the stream, let's interview obviously the two good and clean drivers here on the thing. So hang on 1 second, guys. So let's start with you, Max. How did you think your pre-season testing went?
Pretty good.
Did you gather all the data and things you need for your team for this year?
Hang on a second. Adam, I'm just going to reset you real quick.
Alright.
Right there, okay. Okay. I'll let you come up to me.
Oh, hang on. I've just got it off the screen. I've just got the bahrain thing. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Why am I lagging?
How was the lag? How bad's the lag?
Oh my god.
What is this lag?
Yeah, what is this lag? What have you done, Max?
To 1 frame per
what am I
second.
doing?
But I've just got my graphic up, so we'll just do interviews from here. Interviews from here. So, Max, how do you think your pre-season testing went? Did you get all the data and everything you need, that you wanted to collect out from the session?
Let me just give you a bit. There we go.
I see that you got a lot. You've had quite a few crashes over the course of the testing. Can you explain what happened there?
Jack.
It was Jack, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you think you're all ready and prepared for is it Bahrain in this track in 2 weeks' time? Obviously, you know.
I mean,
you just
considering double header, yeah.
double
Also,
header.
Adam, can we see the stream, please? I want to see a stream. I want to see how bad the lag is.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder.
Let me turn it out. Let me change it.
Oh, step hiding. Who said
That's just
So
copyrighted
obviously,
music, Max.
as you know, the first 2 rounds are at this circuit, and we spent the last 3 days testing here. So obviously, all the testing is kind of going to go, all the practice around this track is going to go well into obviously the first round. Do you think that will pay a positive of your pre-season testing being here and the first 2 rounds of the season being here as well?
No.
No? You're just good anywhere you go.
Oh my god, what is this stream like? George, film the stream.
Oh, look, it's like he's on 1 frame per second. Nothing's funny, Adam, nothing's funny.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, let's speak to George now. So George, how was the pre-season testing for you?
I mean, obviously, as a rookie, it's a new experience to hop into this game and just go straight onto the track and be competing with some former champions, but overall it's been positive.
Did you get all the information and data you need for yourself?
I mean, considering they're about Jack's fault, about like 10 red flags per 30 minutes on average. I got quite a bit of data, but not like some of the turns are still a bit iffy on the braking points, and the car is still a bit ravenous. That's not the right word to use, is it?
Where have you gone?
So obviously being
Adam, where have you gone?
I don't know where I've gone, but I don't really care where I've gone at this precise moment.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Obviously with pre-season testing being here and then the first 2 rounds of 2026 being here, does that like give you an advantage at all because you just spent 3 days practicing? You'll get another practice session practicing before the actual event. Does that give you an advantage of sorts so you can actually 100% know the track?
I mean, it will give you an advantage in obviously like the first and second races being here a lot more than the others. But I feel like overall it will be a bit negative towards the other tracks if you would just be used to Bahrain, you know?
Yeah. Obviously, as soon as we move to the.
Alright, not Bahrain, Max.
This is not your interview.
No, it's not. It really isn't. Bahrain.
Obviously, when we move to a track, you guys are obviously going to have to adapt to a new track and obviously learn the track. So, how do you think that's going to play out for you guys when you move to a different track?
I mean, it's the same for us as everyone else. So, like, they'd all be experiencing the exact same effects, so it would neutralise itself quite significantly. But it's just who adapts first, pretty much.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much to the drivers, and good luck for the drivers. That'll be it now for the broadcasts of pre-season testing and everything in 2026 of the testing. Don't worry, we won't be streaming we're not like the rumours that are going around that Formula One's going to be held in private. We will be streaming it, and I will be commentating, as I said earlier, which will join us for the first live stream back next Wednesday, for Media Day. And then we will have on Thursday we will have the free practice session, and then on Friday there's nothing.
I've just invited you to the game. Can you join it before you end the stream?
Okay. You're not on a game.
Yeah, I've invited you to one.
Oh my god, Max. Max.
No!
Do you want an invite then?
I'm not joining that.
Oh my god, I've hit landmine.
I'm not joining that.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Oh
I'm
no,
not.
I've fallen down as told.
Yeah, anyway, and then on nothing on a Friday, the Saturday will be the qualifying, and then the Sunday will be the Grand Prix, which we have all been waiting for. So, yeah. Until then, guys, take care, and I'll see you all very soon for Media Day.
Don't care about you guys.
Bye bye.